feel like life is moving too fast? Have you ever stopped to ask yourself why you feel this constant pressure to keep up? Is it because you're fulfilling your goals and striving to lead a fulfilling life? Or is it because society has just conditioned us into associating success with a never ending rat race up the academic or corporate ladder? Point is, in a world where everything moves at breakneck speed, we're constantly bombarded with the overwhelming voices inside of our heads, telling us that we need to be working harder, faster, and longer just to keep up with the ever-increasing competition. We're told that success is measured by the amount of money we make or the time we spend at work. Is this really what life is all about? When I started my final year of university at the age of 19, I wore my relatively early graduation like a badge of honor. I was proud of myself, completing my degree so early on in life, while also taking up major extracurricular roles and responsibilities. My perception of success made my life synonymous with a never-ending to-do list, and it contained everything from attending meetings to leading long discussions to studying for exams and preparing assignments, while also dealing with my social and personal life. I really thought that success means always being busy, always having something to do, and always pushing myself to my limits. But guess what? I was so wrong. As the academic year progressed, I slowly started to realize that this constant need to achieve and excel was really taking a toll, not just on my mental health, but also subsequently on my physical health. I was always exhausted and felt burnt out. And while I was trying to make others happy and seeking that external validation, I lost touch with who I was and what was actually important to me. I felt so low, constantly trying to make others happy that I'd forgotten how to take care of myself. It wasn't until I hit rock bottom one night while on a phone call with a friend when I had a profound realization. Something deep inside needed to change. You see, in our pursuit of success, we often forget about the things that truly matter in our lives. We forget to take care of our health, to spend time with our loved ones, or even make time for our passions. We become so focused on climbing that academic or corporate ladder or even achieving financial success that we lose sight of the things that truly matter in life. We forget to we forget to sleep, to eat healthily just for the sake of productivity, not realizing that neglecting these vital aspects of our well-being can really take a toll and hinder our ability to succeed in the future. Big things aside, we even forget to appreciate the small things. But before that, we find ourselves so busy to even spend time with our loved ones. We're always in the constant hustle and bustle to make sure that we're getting things done. But we never have time to spend with our family or friends. Again, big things aside, we even forget to appreciate the small things. Think about this. When was the last time you truly took out the time to appreciate, let's say, a pretty sunset or a well-written book? Been a while, right? Well, you're not alone. You see, in our pursuit of success, or actually in our relentless pursuit of success, we again forget about the things that are truly valuable in life and begin sacrificing happiness in the name of success, not realizing that they're not necessarily the same. While studies show that financial success and career accomplishments can give a sense of achievement in life, it doesn't always guarantee that you will be fulfilled. Sometimes, sorry, uh, sometimes it really does take hitting rock bottom to realize just how much we need to change. For me, it was a late night call with a friend, but for others, it could just be a sudden realization in the middle of the night. The point is, when you hit rock bottom, you're forced to confront the reality of your situation and look at things from a different perspective. You're forced to take a hard look at yourselves and the choices that you've made and really reconsider how you're living your life. The beauty of hitting rock bottom is that it can be the start of a completely new journey, one that leads us towards growth, self-fulfillment, and an even better future. So whether it's talking to a friend or just having a sudden realization that you need to change, let hitting rock bottom be your catalyst for positive change. When we become so focused in life in finding out what's right and what's wrong, we lose sight of the things that are truly important and truly matter to us. We forget to take care of our health. We forget to consider what's right and what's wrong while we're so focused on chasing what others are doing. Next slide, please. I think the first step in realizing that we need to make changes in our life is understanding that we need to ask for help. This is one of the three most crucial things that we need to remember in order to make those changes in our life. Whether it's going to talk to a friend, a family member, a professional, whoever, it's no shame in seeking that extra bit of support from people we can rely on because they can help us achieve our obstacles and overcome our challenges in ways that we may not have been able to before. The next thing we need to think about is the importance of embracing positivity. Oftentimes, after 9 to 10 hours of work in a day, I find myself reflecting very poorly on my day. I say things like, I only finished one assignment today, or I only finished studying for half of what's coming in the exam, I'm just going to fail. The thing is, when we look at the glass half empty, we forget to take note of the stuff that we're actually achieving. Instead of being so self-critical, we should be giving ourselves a pat on the back and instead saying things like, wow, I finished one whole assignment today, and wow, I already halfway through studying for this exam. This way, we can enjoy the journey and also be rewarded and feel rewarded in the process of making progress. Lastly, what we need to realize is the importance of work-life balance. Now, I'm sure all of you have heard the phrase hustle culture. It's running around the clock, trying to do as much as there is humanly possible. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's important to remember that balance is key. You may have also heard of the phrase, work smarter and not harder, and that couldn't be more true. We need to be efficient with our time and not overwork ourselves. And this means taking breaks, enjoying time to rest, and taking out the time to really focus on what we need. Another key aspect of achieving work-life balance is learning how to say no when you can't take up more than what you can. Once you do that, it's easy to feel control of your situation and not take on as much as what you can't do. Looking back at that period of my life, I realized that I was so focused on chasing deadlines, running behind people, trying to make sure that I was doing everything that everyone's doing. I lost sight of who I was, and I see that this is the case with most, if not all, university students as they're entering into their main important part of their lives. I've seen that our need to speed up actually eventually slows us down because we're so focused on seeing, oh, what's next and what am I going to achieve next, that we forget to enjoy the present, the current moment. Next slide. In our journey to success, we need to remember that there's always going to be obstacles. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, because success is not linear. Success is not something that's defined by a linear graph, or it's not a y equals mx plus c equation. It's something that it's very, I would say, non-linear. There's ups, there's downs, and what we need to remember is that when we face challenges and when we are in those downs, we shouldn't let those obstacles defer our perception of success, and we shouldn't let it be a chance for us to look down upon ourselves and what we haven't achieved. When we're too focused on running that rat race, we forget to take care of ourselves, not just ourselves, but everyone around us. We kind of inflict that negative energy around. So if you look at this picture here, the person running in front seems to be winning it all. He seems to be happy. The people in the back, they also seem happy, but they're still behind. Point of showing you this is that no matter where you are in your life, everyone's journey is unique and success looks different to everyone. So whether you're behind compared to other people or whatever you see on social media, like people posting about their glamorous lifestyles or whatever, you shouldn't feel behind, and you should always remember that your journey is unique and you should embrace it. Embrace the journey, slow down. No one is chasing you. No one is running behind you saying you're running out of time. I see a lot of university graduates where they're much older and they say, oh, we've wasted our 20s in our education, people could be doing so much more. You're not. You're better off doing it all right now than later on in life. Better now than never. So don't compare yourselves to others, and remember that your journey is unique. Let's talk back again about social media. We see people posting about their glamorous lifestyles, their excellent grades, and everything that we ever dream of having. We forget to realize that that's the most perfectly curated picture of what they can show us. It's what we don't see in the background is all the struggles, the hard work, the difficulties, the hardships that they went through into achieving them. We forget that our journeys are unique and that success does not look the same for everyone. So whether you see someone on social media doing better than you, or even on anywhere else, you see your cousins, your family, your friends, they're relatively doing better than you, but you need to take out the time to realize that everyone's journeys are unique and that success looks different to everyone. I will say this again, success looks different to everyone. So don't beat yourself up for not being as good as someone else or not being able to accomplish something in a certain amount of time. Just take your time. It's the slow, small, and consistent steps that really make a difference. You know what they say, slow and steady wins the race, and it couldn't be more true. It's like even if you're not the fastest or the smartest or the best person around, if you keep on taking those small, consistent steps, you'll eventually get to the finish line. What we tend to do is focusing so much on completing that finishing line that we forget to enjoy the journey that we are taking while undertaking that path. And so again, we need to remember that success looks different for everyone. No matter where you are in the race, just embrace it and slow down because no one is chasing you. You are unique in your own way, and time honestly means nothing. Now, you ask yourself this, even if we realize that we're unique and we need to change, or we're taking steps into changing and achieving what we need to achieve, how do we even know if we're doing the right thing? Well, the answer is simple. The answer is, any guesses? It's tracking your progress. When you track your progress, you're able to take note of your accomplishments instead of what you're not achieving, which is very obvious to us, especially in this day and age of social media being that prevalent. Plan your day, manage your goals, write them down, and celebrate your successes, no matter how small they are. They are very significant. Again, it's the small steps that really make a difference. But again, consistency is key. So keep on planning, keep on prioritizing, write your goals, celebrate your successes, and eventually you will also get to the finish line in your own unique way. As we come together and redefine the concept of success, it's important for us to remember that it's not always achieving the external milestones that we seem to have together. It's not always about, doing what others think is right, but more so about that inner peace and well-being and what we can actually achieve on our own and who we become in the progress. So as we redefine this concept, as we change our perceptions as to how successful we are, what we do in life, let's remember that it's the small steps we take, and with that, we can create a legacy that's not just important for us as visionaries, but also for our future. Thank you.
Thank you.